I really was a person that didn't care so much about what I ate. It was more of just getting full. I wanted to be healthier. I also wanted to lose some weight, and I also wanted to see if I could take care of my hypertension differently apart from the meds. I have seen a lot of difference because most of the times my pressure would be 130 over 90. When I started the program, I noticed my blood pressure kept going down. I can actually attest I have not been having migraines, because migraines was one of my, like, what would kickstart and let me know that something was not right with my pressure. My name's Jophine Juma. I'm a lover of life. I enjoy many things in life. I love having fun, traveling, meeting new people, discovering life. And and I'm also one person that likes trying new things once in a while, as long as they're not scary or risky. But yes, and basically, let's just say I enjoy life. Practically, I've just, over the last few months, I have just learned to enjoy life and appreciate everything that I haven't received every day. I really was a person that didn't care so much about what I ate. It was more of just getting full. And exercise, yes, once in a while, taking walks, but not, I wouldn't say on a regular basis. I'd say I'm not a potato couch, but I'm not very active in terms of exercising. And I'm also currently hypertensive. I have been hypertensive for almost the last 12 years. And I also suffered from gestational diabetes when I was expecting my first child. Yeah, but fortunately, that one ended with a pregnancy. Once I got the baby, I was okay. Yes, and I would say I'm just a person who really hasn't been so keen on my health for a very long time. Yeah, with the hypertension, I'd say I've been a bit regular on it, taking my meds and seeing the doctor at least once or twice a month. But generally, I would say not very keen on many things that affect my health. I'm a social media fanatic, so I came across, there's a lady, I can't remember her name, but I came across her on Facebook. So yeah, you know those random pages that you find and you're like, she's talking about something different, let me listen. And so I listened in on her and just got to know what she was talking about, because it's something she had done. So, and most of us like testimonies when you get it directly from somebody who's done it. So I thought, let me reach out. Personally, I wanted to be healthier, and two, I also wanted to lose some weight, and I also wanted to see if I could take care of my hypersensitivity, my hypertension differently, apart from the meds, because what I've really been on was more diet and medication. So I wanted to see if I could do something different that would help me. And also just to get active and still remain young, and because I have young children, I thought it would be nice to still age but still be able to play with them and just be there for them when they need me. Yes. So many. Wow, so many. First of all, I think just my perspective on food completely changed. I personally now look at food differently. As in, you know, I'm just not looking at food as something to fill my tummy, but how is my body going to react once I eat the food? To sleep, I value my sleep. I value my sleep so much. I now realize I have been depriving my body of sleep for so many years. And now I'm learning why sleep is important, even in weight loss. I now sleep better, and I actually, my body is able to let me know that it's time to rest. And when I get up feeling refreshed, as in I'm able to sleep well, I'm able to sleep much better. And so now I realize that sleep is also one of the aspects that most of us are never taught about when we go through weight loss programs. And also there are things I've been able to stay away from. I've realized that your body cannot, you can't die if you stay away from some of these things. And just being able to alternate what I eat, or what I used to value most, in terms of looking at legumes as also something that is you can put on your plate and eat and appreciate, and your body still gets to, get what you need. And also something new I learned, the food chronometer. It's been fun trying it and just putting what I eat and getting to see how much I've eaten or what my body requires in a day. I think it's also something that has helped me a lot, because now I'm able to gauge and see how much do I need to eat, what do I need to eat. And once I eat something, I'm able to balance what else my body requires for the day. And for me, I think that has really been awesome. And also things like coffee. Yeah, I was a coffee fanatic. I'm a person who loves coffee, but I've actually been able to, mostly do away with it. And even if I do it, it's just a one-time thing, that one time. And I'm also able now to do my coffee before 2 p.m. Anytime after 2, I don't take coffee, and I'm okay with it. So I realized some of the habits that we have, we can easily change. Even salt. I'm able to just do my food without salt, and I'm fine. As in, I'm able to realize that salt doesn't just have to be, something. And that is one thing that hypertensives are told, that you have to reduce the salt intake. And so for me, I think it's really helped a lot. Yes. And exercise, which is also key. And also an aspect that, you don't have to go to a gym to exercise. There's so much you can do to exercise. And one last important thing that I would want to add and not leave out, that morning sunshine, or that evening late walk with the sunsets. That one, for me, I think was 100%. Just realizing that it's not just kids who need morning sunshine, that it actually does well when you get that little sunshine in the morning and that sunset sunshine. I think those are key things. I've realized that vitamin D can also still be gotten there. And also my sleep is generally, activated and helps when I get that sunshine. I can actually attest, I have not been having migraines, because migraines was one of my, what would kickstart and let me know that something was not right with my pressure. That was one of the symptoms that I used to get a lot, the headaches, the very strong headaches. And I would say in the time that I was in the program, most of the times I would say the headaches did not come. I think my body now, apart from the medication, which I still regularly take, I have seen a lot of difference, because most of the times my pressure would be 130 over 90. That used to be what I would call a normal blood pressure count. Every time I would go to hospital, that would be where my, and that's a borderline. Even in hospital, they tell you it's okay, yes, but when you look at their machines, it's actually red. So which tells you you're on the borderline of being over, So when I started the program, I noticed my blood pressure kept, going down. It oscillated a lot between 120 and 125 at most, which for me was actually very good, considering that even with the medication, which is supposed to stabilize it, I was still at 130. So that tells you that the medicine might just not be doing exactly what it needs to do, because I totally came to believe that my blood pressure needs to be 120/80 or below. That for me now becomes, even when I go to have it checked, I keep telling the guy, you're telling me how much? And he sees the concern. Is that okay? I keep questioning. I don't think that's okay. I'm on my medication. I need to, And so I would really encourage those who would want to join if they have any lifestyle disease, especially hypertensive. This program might not give you exactly what you're looking for, but one thing it does, it changes your mindset concerning what you're doing in relation to any disease that you have. And I think that's what makes the whole difference. It puts you in a place whereby you sit and think, yes, I'm on medication, but what else can I do for myself to change the situation? And also just getting to learn how your body works. I think that's one thing that we are not told, even when they put you on medication, because this statement that I never like doctors keeping telling us, you have to be on medication for the rest of your life. It's like a death sentence. When a doctor tells you you cannot operate without medication. But when you get to a point that you can do something extra, apart from that medication, to a level that the doctor would feel they need to reduce the kind of medication you're on, I think it makes a big difference. And for me, just having that eye-opener that there is something else I can do that can help me reduce my medication or completely stay off it, I think it's worth trying. That for anyone, I would say it is worth trying. If you can be off medication or have whatever you're using reduced, I think it would be good, because at the end of the day, we all want to stay healthy. And if there's something you can do to stay healthy, then it's good to give it a chance. I didn't, but I started and I achieved something. And I think for me, it would be worse if I said I failed. I have tried so many things and I would say most of them I gave up because I failed, because I felt I didn't achieve the goal. But with this, it has made me more particular even about what people eat. I'm now like the one who checks out. I'm saying, don't take, somebody very close to me used to do a lot of energy drinks, and courtesy of me, they have stopped. Because I kept telling them, you can't take that. It will affect how you sleep and all. So it's not just about me, but I'm also careful about the people around me and how we relate even with food. Like now, my kids are able to eat brown bread so easily, which was something that they would not eat. And I've noticed that even them, they appreciate some of the meals I make, just the veggies, just boiling them nicely, they're able to appreciate. So I would say, I think I've achieved more. I might not have reached my goal, but trust me, what I have learned is something maybe I would never have learned anywhere else. The 3 months that I have sacrificed to be on this program, I think have really taught me more than I could ever have learned in any other place. And so for me, what would be best is to keep doing what I have learned, to make sure that what I have learned continues to make a difference, and also what I have managed to do continues. I don't want to walk back to where I was. I think I'm a totally different person. I keep meeting people and they keep telling me, you look smaller, and I'm telling them, because where I want to look smaller, as in the size I want to get, is not yet there. But people are actually noticing the changes. My skin, by the way, also maybe an addition, my skin used to break out a lot, but I noticed that nowadays I don't get those skin breakouts. I don't use a lot on my face, but my skin looks very nice. So I think it also becomes like an improvement in every aspect of your life. how you think, how you work, even how you relate with people. I think my mood is good most of the time. So I would really say that I have achieved so much in the 3 months. And would I still join the program? Yes, I would, because I still feel like there's so much I can learn. I don't think that 3 months is enough. People do their PhDs for the longest time possible and they still go for more. So yes, it is a program I would really encourage people to join, not just for the weight loss. I think sometimes we join programs for the wrong reasons. Join for what you can learn. Once you start learning, then you see the reason to do what you need to do concerning either a disease or what you're suffering from, what you learn, and not necessarily how you want to start. So sometimes it's better to start without so much expectation. And as you get in, then you realize, then I can set the goals. Once you have gotten that first class and you realize, this is something different. And every time I think I keep hearing Joe's voice at the back of my mind, every time I want to do something that is contrary to what I've been learning. And I think it becomes part of my consciousness that everything I do, I have set limits now. How I eat, the limits I've set. How, I want to be active, the limits I've set. And the things that I would never have thought of doing, considering that they would still be part of our weight loss journey. And I think for me, this has just been, it has been awesome. I would not lie. It has been a great journey. Yes. I think for me, since the last call, I think I've moved on because I've lost a bit more weight. And I'm still enjoying the fun that we had with the food. I mean, this program just puts you on another level when it comes to trying out things in the kitchen. If you're somebody who is adventurous in your kitchen, then this is the program to join, because suddenly you can do so much with the simplest things, vegetables, legumes, these simple things, salads. I mean, there's so much you can do with food just to make it tasty. And I've also come to appreciate spices in a bigger way. There are some of us who are so limited. We keep thinking spices are not good. That's what everyone keeps telling us. But just in their natural state, when you take spices in their more natural state, then you're able to make your food tastier. And that's when, just something like black pepper is something that will make you enjoy your food. If you're a person who does pepper a lot, you'll get to enjoy it. And so I would say, am I stopping doing what I've been doing? No. And now it's even something that I want to inculcate completely in my lifestyle. As in, I'm not stopping. I want that one time I would want to call Joe and tell him, you know what? I have lost another kilo. I have lost another 2 kilos. My hypertension has gone to normal, And I think it would be good feedback that after being on a program as good as this, that my lifestyle completely changes. Honestly, it would be a waste for me to have spent so much time on such a beautiful program and then throw it into the bin. I think for me, I want to continue. I still want to make sure the tricks and the things I have learned on this, and then just also being part of a group of people who have been on this program is also a plus, because we still get to talk with each other. We still get to, remind each other what we have learned and what we need to keep doing. So for me, still going strong. And I'm also looking to still another time rejoining the group much later, because I believe there's still more to learn. I don't think I've finished learning. There's so much I haven't learned. And I'm still looking forward to another opportunity to still be part of the program as time goes by. Number one, I would say the personal contacts. I think for me, that one was just a plus, just to get time with you talk about, to ask questions as you trained us and taught us, just to get that, sometimes you're given stuff to go read, but when you have a live conversation, a Q&A, the person, you're able to ask the question immediately and get an answer, instead of saying, let's meet at the end of the week and see how it runs. I think for me, the personal touch made a very big difference. And also just the interactive part with the rest of the group members. I think it was really nice, when you feel like, this week I've not done well and everyone else has not done extremely well, you feel it's worth trying. And also just the fact that it was more of learning rather than being forced to do. It wasn't that kind of thing where Joe comes and says, this week I want you guys to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It was more of, let's learn and let's see how this week runs, So you're going into the week already set with what you need to do, and you've already been told the benefits. And so for you look at the benefits and what you need to do at the same time, rather than do the task and then come and know the benefits later. So I think for me, that really made a big difference, that I went into a task knowing exactly what I'm supposed to achieve out of that task. As in, it's a task that is you have already been given the answers and you're told to do it. So that really helps a lot. So for me, I would say the many other ones, you just get to interact maybe just through WhatsApp or stuff like that, or maybe you're just told, buy this and this and this, and just do this and this and this. So the interaction, I think, makes it more better, because now you're able to understand the reason why you need to do one thing or the other, and just getting to enjoy even the challenges that came with the training, with the coaching, the food challenges that came, the many challenges that we had to prepare for ourselves, and just getting prizes for it kept us going. It kept encouraging us to, to stay on. And also, I think also when you have a set amount of time, you want to learn the most you can. So it also made a big difference. I think it feels more like going to college and knowing that after 1 year, I need to get my certificate. So for me, I really wanted to get the most that I could out of the coaching sessions. And I pretty much think Joe gave me more than I ever thought I would get in 3 months. For me, it's been one of the greatest coaching programs that I've had to attend, and faithfully, sometimes lazily, but faithfully. But I enjoyed the sessions, and I think it will continue to change my life. It will continue to make a difference, and it will continue to enrich even those who, decide to join after me. And I really hope that they do, because it's an awesome program. It is. I would tell them that life is short, and there are things that you can do to change your life. Some of them are not as hard as they seem. Some of them just need you to do the simplest things, just small changes. And I think that's what this program has taught me, that it's not about those targets that I set, but those steps that I take towards the target that I have set. And there's nothing that is not achievable. And one thing I would say Joe does is encourage you even when you have not achieved what you are set to achieve. And for me, I think just that encouragement makes a difference, because most of us, we go to places where we don't get encouraged, even with the smallest achievements that we have done. So this program will, how can I say it? It celebrates every achievement that you make. Success is not about those big things. It's about those little changes that you can make. And if you want to make little changes that are gonna be long lasting, then this is the program you should join. This is definitely the place.